Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up in just about 6 minutes. As Bob checked in from Glen Ellen, he's waiting for him. The Summer of 99 and Beyond Festival tickets. Bob, I don't know what show you want to go to. When you're talking to your people in Glen Ellen, you'll come home and brag to the Glen Ellen people about which show you went to, either Limp Bizkit one of the nights or Creed the other night. Headlining 30 other bands. So that's coming up in just about 6 minutes. Thanks for checking in. First, let's get to sports.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, before we get to the Bears, we start off with a very sad story yesterday. Greg Biffle, NASCAR legend, his wife and children were killed in a plane crash in North Carolina. A lot of the videos were going through your social feeds, I'm sure, yesterday. He had 19 victories in the NASCAR Cup Series, 6 of them coming in 2005 when he finished second in the Cup standings, won 3 consecutive Ford 400s. Just a legend. And also not only a legendary for what he did in NASCAR, but what he did outside of NASCAR, as last year in North Carolina when the hurricane came through, Hurricane Helen came through parts of North Carolina. He owned a helicopter. He owned actually the airplane, but he owned a helicopter. He flew in supplies. He delivered Starlink services so they could get internet and figure out what's going on. He did a lot of his own money and time went into helping people of his state in North Carolina. And just a tragic plane crash yesterday. Case, I know you're a little bit of a NASCAR guy as well, but
he's very much in the sweet spot of the era that I care about too. So I was very, very sad to hear this news.
Yeah, really tragic. Getting away from tragic news, the Chicago Bears, as we talked about this yesterday in the broadcast, shocked fans when they said, hey, we might be looking at Northwest Indiana to build a stadium. So the Arlington Heights thing we thought was a done deal as of a month ago. That's the only thing they were looking at, according to their words. Soldier Field, still not completely out of the picture, and I believe, and I think a lot of people believe, they're just playing chicken with the city, and eventually think they'll come through, help them remodel Soldier Field, and they'll stay downtown. And even though they bought that land for $200 million in Arlington Heights, they've got the money. The team's worth $8 billion. They can do what they want, like Kenzie said yesterday on the show. Wouldn't it be cool to have $200 million just to throw around for fun?
Yes. Sorry.
That was such a passionate yes. Yes. Yes, it would. And now they might be throwing around money in Indiana. The governor of Indiana said the Chicago Bears recognize Indiana's pro-business climate and ready to work with them. That's because he's going to offer them everything for free. The land, no taxes. They're dying for the Bears to come. And this is no disrespect to Indiana, but I don't think the Bears fans, even Indiana fans, Bears fans I know, don't want the Gary Bears. They don't want it in Gary or Valpo. They would still want it to play. They like, driving over to the city or wherever to see the stadium and play there. But Indiana's basically offering, hey, Bears, whatever you want. And Pritzker is saying this is a slap in the face to the beloved loyal fans of trying to go to Indiana, but he's not going to help either. The Bears should just buy it themselves. They can afford to do it. It's a weird thing to come this week when we're having such fun with the Bears this week and a playoff run, a number 2 seed in the NFC. It's just a weird thing to throw into the mix to have. Can we just not have one thing little negative go on while the Bears are on this roll? It's upsetting. It's upsetting. And Kevin Warren, by the way, who was hired specifically just to get the stadium done, hasn't done it.
Well, that's going to stress him out.
Yeah.
It's like, I had one thing to do.
It's his only job because he's, the president and CEO of the Bears. But they said, you know what? We got everything else. You figure out the stadium. And it's been kind of a disaster, really, in his 2-year reign. The press conference when they talked about redoing the whole lakefront without any permission or anything done. Said a prayer about it, of our new stadium. Let's say a prayer for it. And then that's not happening. No shovels in the ground in Arlington Heights yet. They were supposed to start building that stadium so Kenzie could see a football game there next year.
Yeah, what the hell? Let's get on it.
Yeah, if they were just motivated, it would be done. This is really a mess, this stadium. Just stay at Soldier Field at this point. Everything's going fine. Just stay there. They should just move on from this whole idea. Finally, staying at Soldier Field, one of the biggest games in the team's history is tomorrow night. Saturday night, prime time. 7 o'clock, Bears, Packers. And this is going to be incredible. They win and Lions lose, they got a playoff spot. It's guaranteed. And, losing is huge, especially with last night, what happened Thursday Night Football. Kate doesn't want me to bring this up. What a rough game last night.
A bit of a sensitive subject for me.
Rams, Seahawks. Kenzie, you should have seen him when he walked in because, he likes the Rams. And
I love my Bears, but I have a, rooting interest in the Rams as well.
Well, you could have rooting interest in other teams. And the Rams, almost never see anything like that. First off, the thing that tied the game that got it to go to OT has never happened in the history of football, I don't believe.
A tipped backwards pass that was tipped forward and somehow counted as a 2-point conversion.
I actually have the audio of it of Michael's calling this. If we want to hear that real quick, because
I don't, but I'm sure Kenzie does.
Kenzie, just so you know what happened last night, Kenzie. Here's
Receivers to the left. Quick throw here and into a lot of traffic and incomplete. Terry, what do you see on this play here?
Al, this may be a backward pass. We need to get a good angle on it. But if it's backward, then this recovery in the clear and continuing action in the end zone would be a good 2-point conversion for Seattle.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback threw a backward pass, which was recovered in the end zone by the offense. It is a successful conversion.
That is the craziest ever.
Craziest ever. And I got to say, someone should be looking at people's bank accounts on the betting line there on how that became a 2-point conversion.
Well, unfortunately, I would love to agree with you, but the ruling makes sense. It was just stupid that it happened.
Well, the guy who picked up the ball in the end zone was just kind of picking it up to hand it back to the ref.
He's like, I can't believe this was an incomplete pass.
He didn't
give this ball back to the referee.
Hey, ref, I'm just being nice. Here's the ball back. Oh, wait a minute. You just scored. you moron.
That's what the referee said. He said, you just scored, you moron.
That's right. Because they showed him on the bench, and he was laughing. He didn't realize what he just did. And he was like, "That really? I did that? I tied the game?" And then they go in and win the game in overtime, the Seahawks, taking the Rams off the number 1 seed in the NFC, and the Bears are now number 2.
That's fun.
It is,
Sorry, Case.
Not for Case. No, not for Case.
I was
very
not
fun.
laughing. I did not have fun.
So that's that. And now tomorrow night, one of the biggest games in Bears history. The weather should be decent, like in the 30s tomorrow night. There's a chance of some precipitation, but it is going to be wild. It's going to be loud as hell. Your Chicago Bears. And if there's ever been a game they got to beat the Packers, this is it. Here's what happened last week with the Bears to show, they can do it even over a team not as good as the Packers.
On first and goal, it's Swift. Nice cutback. Has a lane. To the edge. Touchdown, Chicago. Third and goal. Burden in motion. Play action. Williams. End zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown. Pressure up the middle again. Sanders in trouble, and down he goes. Ball comes out at the end of the play. Austin Booker with the sack. Sanders on first down, deflected, and it's intercepted. DeMarco Jackson's got it. Williams on the roll, directing traffic to the end zone. He throws, and it's DJ Moore. His second of the day. Chicago cashes in immediately from 22. 3rd and 9. Big play. Sanders to the sideline. Tough throw for Judy, and Judy has it intercepted. It's picked off by Jalen Johnson. Hand off Swift. Swift struggling inside the 5. The high kick into the end zone for the touchdown. 17 tough yards for Cleveland, and Sanders looking for Finn, and it's picked again. C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the interception. 3rd of the day for Sanders. Sanders sacked once more. Austin Booker with the sack to end it. Hell yeah!
Bears. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Flash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
All right, here we go. Last one of the week. One last chances to get Summer of 99 and Beyond Festival tickets. It is Limp Bizkit on Saturday, July 18th. Headlining Sunday, July 19th is Creed. They go on sale today at 10 a.m. from our great friends at Live Nation. And cannot wait for this. Bands like Bush, Candleback, Cypress Hill, Seven Dust, Puddle of Mud. It is going to be a wild weekend. And Teresa could be there. And I guess she's playing for the Limp Bizkit night. Is that right, Teresa?
That is correct.
All right, Ahoy. Well, tell us something about yourself.
I'm Teresa. I'm in Downers Grove. Playing so that I can take my 2 daughters to the show who decided to put a Limp Bizkit bumper sticker inside my car.
Cute.
Where'd they put it?
It's on the visor, of the passenger side, so every time they pull the visor down, it's there, and they just sit there and giggle at me.
That's better than window. I was afraid driver's side window was going to be the answer.
Right in front of the windshield, like on the middle of the windshield.
Yeah. Whenever it gets sunny out, they got to put the visor down, and the little girl goes, "Give me something to break." All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails, Teresa.
Tails.
It is tails. You are up. Here we go. Teresa, what is the study of human behavior and mind called?
Psychology?
That is right. It's psychology. That's what the word is. Kenzie, the study of development, structure, and functioning of human society is known as what?
Development structure?
No. So development, comma, structure, comma, and functioning of human society is known as what?
I honestly don't know.
Oh.
That seems like too many things.
It's a lot of things. Teresa, you can go up 2-0 if you know that.
Is it sociology?
It is sociology. Teresa's up 2, rolling here. Teresa, you can go up 3 here with this one. What nutrient is required by the body in order to build up muscles?
Protein?
Protein is right. 3-0, Teresa, rolling here. Kenzie, what do you call a medical condition in which your immune system reacts abnormally to a food?
An allergic reaction?
Allergic reaction, allergy. Yes, Kenzie's on the board. Teresa, in what war did the U.S. heavily use napalm strikes to a point that is now most associated with this war?
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War. Napalm, boy. Bad legacy.
Not complicated, bad.
No, there's just a bad. There's no good part of the Wikipedia page on napalm.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, live and learn, I guess.
Kenzie.
Yeah, 4-1 back to Kenzie.
Wow, Kenzie. What country did the U.S. invade in March of 2003? You're like, which one didn't we invade?
No kidding.
I don't know. Wasn't it Iraq?
It was the Iraq.
Yeah, okay.
It was the Iraq. Remember that girl, the teen beauty pageant where she said the Iraq.
Oh.
We should play that audio after.
It's so good.
Wasn't it a question about United States too? I started talking about like the Iraq and the other countries.
It was something about, I don't know, like just the gloriousness of life.
It was why people in America, I think, or in the United States can't find other countries on the map. But then she started talking about how other countries are underprivileged, so they can't find us on the map.
And she said something like the Iraq and so on and so forth.
We're going to be playing that audio.
Such as.
Well, the good news for Teresa is she is ahead 4-2, and it's back to her.
Wow. Here we go, Teresa. Which actress played Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter films?
Oh, Emma Watson.
Emma Watson is right. Look at that. And you are going a rare defeat by Kenzie there. It's rare, but
I think she's hungover from yesterday.
She is.
No kidding.
Yeah. So you are going to the Summer of '99 Festival, and you are picking Limp Bizkit to take your daughter, which is adorable. You got one other daughter to take, but you do have 4 tickets, so you can take them and even one other person.
Ooh.
Well, figure out who that is.
Yeah, maybe it's Kenzie. I don't know. Here we go. So that's from our great friends Live Nation and from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Thanks so much for listening, and we appreciate you competing, and congrats on the victory.
All right, thanks so much.
All right, you take care. We will we'll play that audio that we were talking about after 21 Pilots, Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up at 8 o'clock. Case's movie review. A Few Good Men in honor of the tragic passing of Rob Reiner this week. Had to do a Rob Reiner movie. He's already done Spinal Tap. A lot of people wondering about that. He did that earlier this year because that would have been number 1 on the list to do.
Yeah, Misery was a great option. I'm sure we'll knock out Misery at some point. Stand By Me. I love the Family Guy parody of it, but I haven't seen the real movie. The good news is with Rob Reiner, all the movies he directed are really, really good. So we'll cover all of them at some point, but A Few Good Men today at 8.
Now, we just did Class with Kenzie, and one of the questions in there was, what country did the U.S. invade in March of 2003? And Kenzie said Iraq. It made me think of that when the girl said the Iraq. And maybe you don't know about this. I didn't realize it was 18 years ago. This is an old piece of audio.
Well, it still filters quite often. It filters through. That's the problem.
It's got staying power.
It does.
It was Miss Teen USA 2007, and Mario Lopez was the host here, interviewing Miss South Carolina.
All of that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, even though you could say that about him today, and he'd still be the one doing it.
Yes.
I mean, Mario Lopez, and it's Miss South Carolina. So this has the question and her answer that went, 79 million people watched it on YouTube, but if you don't remember it, here it is.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I forgot that was the question.
I told you.
She said 1 in every 5 Americans?
Let's go back. Yeah. It's a woman named Amy Teagarden. Do you know who she is?
Unfamiliar with Miss Teagarden.
I don't know. Okay. We'll ask the question.
Locate the U.S. Shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map.
A fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a map. At least in 2007.
That's really bad.
It's not good.
No, I would have said, well, that includes toddlers, and that's why.
Oh, fair.
I mean, that's such a skewed poll.
Well, it doesn't say that. I don't know if they included.
Think about the amount of people with, like, disabilities. What about blind people? They might can't locate it. Okay. I mean, hello.
We can go back and...
Yeah, I would think that adds up. It makes no sense.
Let's pretend it was no one with disabilities, toddlers or babies or anything.
It was able-bodied adults.
Yeah. Let's pretend it's that.
They don't say that. They just said a fifth of Americans.
I know. And they asked the girl, why do you think that is? It can't find U.S. on a map.
Why do you think this is? I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education...
Stop there. Some people don't have maps.
True.
And we've learned this here.
Point out where she's wrong so far.
I don't have a map.
Well, listen, we've learned that Indiana stopped making printed maps in the parks.
In state parks.
In state parks, so maybe she was like Nostradamus here when she was saying this.
Maybe.
Or not. Because
that's how I used to type essays too. Yeah. Like you have to repeat the question in the essay to get to the word because she's like, I don't know, but I'm going to stretch this out for another 10 seconds.
I just remember when this first came out.
I think that.
Well, everybody started everything with this after. He's like, I personally believe.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there.
This is Kenzie in math class of repeating everything over.
People out there. It's a word count.
There's a lot of people out there, you see, and some people
in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa, and
where did that come from? Our education, like such as South Africa.
I think she was trying to say that there's underprivileged areas in places, but one, I don't think she knows where those are, and then two, this question's about America.
Yeah, it was about America.
And the Iraq, everywhere.
There's the Iraq, damn it.
Damn it.
South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as. And I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Mario Lopez is holding that mic. He's got this weird smirk on his face. Finishing up the buzzer. What? You can stop now. You can stop.
Does anybody else? Okay, and maybe it's just me, and maybe somebody in pageants is going to show. I was never in a pageant. I don't know all the inner workings. Okay, don't we think that the question part is kind of ridiculous, especially like we're putting like world problems that we don't know how to solve on teenagers or 20-year-olds. They don't know what they're going to get asked. And it's like, hey, the world hunger is a problem. How do you think you can fix it? The world leaders haven't fixed it.
Yeah. Also, like not finding the U.S. on a map. I don't know why people can't figure out where the U.S. is on a map.
Dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Next.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, because I swore yesterday, you could swear today?
I don't know. I told you we should have been off today. Don't we listen to me?
Kenzie said dumb as...
F, next.
Dumb as a rock. Yeah, like
that's probably what I would have said on stage. And I'm like, I don't know. We can't figure it out, obviously.
Because what is the answer? Why can't people find it on a map? Just the education system has failed everybody? You want to say that? It could be a two-second question.
She should have said maps aren't available in communities and like our education system's failing in certain communities, maybe. I don't know.
She was getting there, but then she brought in South Africa.
I know, they started talking about the Iraq.
The Iraq, and such as.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.